Hello and welcome to the channel. This channel is about all things perimenopause, menopause and postmenopause. And not just that, but also a lot of other life issues that crop up for us at this time of our lives. We're very busy women and life changes and evolves all the time. So we have that on top of what we're going through, the things that are no choice of our own. So the first thing I wanted to say today was I wanted to kind of explain the difference between perimenopause, menopause and postmenopause, because perimenopause wasn't a term I was familiar with. I knew, roughly like we all do about menopause and hot flushes and night sweats and your periods are going to stop. But perimenopause, I didn't even realise there were different stages to going through the menopause process. So you start with perimenopause. Perimenopause is the time where your hormone levels are changing, which has effect on you both physically and psychologically. The biggest thing you may be aware of on this is the change in your estrogen levels, but there is a big knock-on effect with your other sex hormones and other hormones in your body, how it reacts to the change in the estrogen levels. So you start getting physical symptoms, but also psychological symptoms, which are often the most disturbing. Now, your periods will change at some point during perimenopause. It's not necessarily at the beginning, and for some women, it can take several years of these perimenopausal symptoms before their monthly cycle of bleeds changes, gets disrupted. Some women go through the perimenopause stage for a few months. Some it's years, even 10 to 11 years. So it can be difficult. So you have to get a grip on it. You have to get these coping mechanisms and help in different forms to get you through it, to come out the other side intact. So yeah, perimenopause is your first stage. Menopause is one day in your life. It is the day where you have not had a monthly bleed period, any spotting, anything at all, for 12 whole months. You're unlikely to be able to pinpoint exactly when that day was. I'm sure we'd all be having a party if we could, but nonetheless, that is actually, you're in menopause. It's menopause, one day, 12 months, when you haven't had a monthly bleed at all. The rest of the years of your life after you've hit that menopause day are your post-menopause years. And for a lot of women, and hopefully fingers crossed, most of the symptoms or even all of the symptoms either disappear or calm down. Unfortunately, that isn't always the case, but you will have had a lot of practice and you will have learned a lot of things about yourself, and also a lot of things about coping, what you use to cope, how you cope, whether it's medical stuff, whether it's natural stuff, whether it's mindset stuff, or whether you just toughing it out there. So by the time you're in your post-menopause years, that's it. You've gone through it, and then you just live with, cope with whatever you're left with, really, from the perimenopause process. Now, don't be disheartened. I'm going to be doing a whole series of videos with some coping tips and some strategies, both for physical and psychological symptoms, that can really help you get through this stage of your life. And we're all going to go through it. All women will go through it. It doesn't matter what age you start going through it, or what age you've actually finally got to post-menopause, and if you're lucky all the things calm down. We're so different, and there's loads of things that you can try, there's loads of things that you can do, and I'm going to be giving you lots of tips. So if you would like to see when the further videos come up, you can click on the notification bell below the video. And if you'd like to subscribe, there's also a subscribe button below this video too. So that's it. That's this for this video, and I will see you soon.